Dr. Mason! Dr. Mason! I'm sorry. I guess it was nothing. A sudden light reflection. It startled me.
There's no doubt a comet or a meteor.
No, it seemed to be a drill-shaped thing. Revolving. No, it must have been my imagination. But it makes me realize how desperately alone the Earth is. Hanging in space like a speck of food floating in the ocean. Sooner or later to be swallowed up by some creature floating by.
Oh, come now.
Time will tell, Dr. Mason. We can only wait and wonder. Wonder how. Wonder when.
Expedition Z06 to base. Expedition Z06 to base.
Guard him. I will get the straps.
Lie down. Put your hands behind you.
Betty, tell me, what is the most advanced form of transportation that you know?
What do you mean? What's that got to do with it?
Please, tell me, Betty.
Well, airplanes. Jet airplanes, I guess. Why?
And where do they go? From where to where?
To anywhere in the world.
And that's all?
Where else is there to go?
I should not have brought you here.
Is it about a new secret weapon? Something you and the others invented and then they turned against you?
It is something like that. I guess I should try to find someone I can explain it to.
Maybe Professor Simpson at the college. He's head of the science department. He will... What is it, Derek?
Betty, when you learn where I'm from, well, you may not understand, but I hope it will not make any difference between us, because...
I don't care where you're from. I don't understand all this, but somehow I feel that I've always known you. That we've never been apart.
Let us go to the professor you speak of.
We have to pass the house first so I can change.
What was that? Did you hear a sound?
No. Only the wind. What sort of sound?
Nothing. My imagination alarmed me. Come, let us be on our way.
Halt! Well, what do you want? I spoke to my granddaughter. You're not getting any help from me.
Did they return here? Tell me. I have no reason to harm your granddaughter, but if you do not tell me,
You can kill Derek?
Why should you care about him?
Why shouldn't I? Why do you want to kill him?
It is important only that he leave here, that I return him to where he belongs.
And where is that?
From where he escaped. I need not harm anyone if you tell me where he is. If you do not, there will be many deaths. Beginning with you, now.
He's not here. He's in the center of the city.
Where? Take me there. You will pilot the vehicle. Go. Be swift.
Alice? Betty? Anybody here? Holy mackerel.
You think the tip might have been a phony, Mac?
Don't think so, Harry. The girl who called seemed to know what she was talking about.
Another call, Mac. Joe Rogers, reporter on the Daily News. He's on the way over. Found another skeleton. Only this time at the bottom of a swimming pool.
The city hall is just up ahead in the next block. Oh, I hope Grandpa's there waiting for us, safe and sound.
What are you doing?
Be silent. Continue ahead.
You stay here in the car. You'll be safe. He's after me, not you.
Get away.
I was terrified he'd see us before we got out of there.
He may yet. Get in. I will take you back to the police.
In his present condition, he cannot remain conscious long. By the time we return with the police, he should be completely helpless.
Derek, what was he talking about? The Gargon to be raised here, and you, the son of the leader. You said you didn't know your father.
I did not know the things he said. I thought they'd gone. I wanted to forget them forever. But now I know. They plan to return.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm going with you.
Where?
To the old mine shaft.
How did you hear about that?
The old fellow inside. He's been telling us everything he can think of. Mentioned that's where you were going.
Okay, hop in. Maybe something will turn up out there.
The man guilty of these strange killings now lies mute in confinement at General Hospital, where he is being treated for minor injuries. Authorities plan to transfer him to City Jail tonight. The fantastic murder weapon he used has not been located. Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of a man-eating beast said to have been in an abandoned mine shaft outside the city limits. These newsreel shots were made immediately after the city police surrounded the cave and found it completely empty. Evidence in the cave appeared to confirm the report that a monster of some sort had been shackled there, but had somehow attained strength enough to pull itself loose and escape. Groups of armed volunteers have set out in search of the creature, hoping to track it down and destroy it. Meanwhile,
Door crashed just below here. If that disintegrator is down there, I'm going to find it.
Derek, I just thought. The monster that escaped from the cave. It must have been there at the same time we were. What I can't figure out is, why did it escape when it did? Why not sooner?
It would not have been large enough, but the man it consumed increased its growth rate.
Then, how big would it be now?
There is no telling. You stay here. Keep the door closed.
It seems impossible to believe. You're so much like us. Like my brother, or Grandpa when he was young. And to think.
We were made the same. The only difference is that we were put on places far, far apart.
What is it like? Where you're from?
Babies are bred and raised like livestock, parented by the most perfect specimens of our race. If you become ill, you are put to death, as are the old.
You won't be...
are expected to arrive within the next 2 hours. Meanwhile, citizens should take refuge in places of safety, cellars, bomb shelters, as directed by civil defense administrators. I repeat.
Derek, they say it's coming. It has grown. It's just northeast of town. I'd better wake up Grandpa. We'll all go down to the cellar.
You go there with him. There is a chance I can do something yet.
What? What are you looking at?
Those wires, going from pole to pole. They carry the source of energy used for illumination and power in the homes.
Yes, electricity.
And the wires are spread throughout the city, are they not?
You mean you might be able to make the disintegrator work by hooking it to...
Possibly. If the power were great enough. The only chance, so I've got to try it.
I can help, Derek. I'm going with you.
What's going on? What's all the commotion about?
Grandpa, Derek and I are going out to the edge of town. Wait for us here.
First, I must put the disintegrator back together, and then find proper tools.
I can load the car with every tool we have in the garage.
All right, then. Let us go.
Derek seemed like such a nice fellow.
Grandpa, he promised me something. He promised he would never leave, that he would never go back. I don't believe he wants to break his promise to me. I'm not going to let him.
What can you do about it, honey?
I think I know where he's going. Out by the old mine. I want to go there. I want to see him once more.
He's hurt you enough, Betty.
Grandpa, please let me go. I must.
Hand them to me. Now get in. You face the wall. Keep your hands above your heads. I was stupid, Thor. Very stupid. But that is over. We are returning to meet the ships. Together.
Why do you let them live? Kill them!
There is no need. They will be dead soon enough, along with everything else on this planet. Go!
Look, that's what he meant.